Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Rebecca, and in today's video, I just wanted to compare some products that I have tried personally and that I also hear a lot of chatter about. I just thought I would give my honest feedback on them. So, okay, to start, let's talk about eyelash curlers. This one is by Shiseido. I have had this one for years. I mean, I can't even tell you how long I've had it. I've never had to replace that little like rubber strip in there. It works great. I love this one. And over the last few months, I've heard a lot of people just raving and gushing over the Tweezerman eyelash curler. So of course I wanted to try it and compare, because they even compared it to this one. I've heard some girls compare it to this one and say how it like blows this one out of the water. So I ordered the Tweezerman one. It's not expensive. And honestly, it's good, it's fine. It is no different than this. So if you have this one, you don't need the Tweezerman. If you don't have one, the Tweezerman is a great option. I think they are literally exactly the same. I did not notice the Tweezerman giving me a better curl or a longer lasting curl or anything like that to my lashes to make it worth me ditching this one for that. So anyway, mine is by Shiseido, if I didn't mention that already. I'm sticking with what I have had for years and have loved for years, and it works. Okay. I've done a whole video on here before on self-tanners, and I've talked about it in my empties as well, which is the Gradual Tan by Tan Luxe. I love that self-tanner. It's a very subtle, buildable tan. But the reason, and I've talked about why I like that one so much, is because it is hydrating, so it doesn't totally dry out your skin. It is subtle, which is nice, so it's kind of like dummy proof. And it's a really thin consistency, so you don't put it on and feel like thick and goopy. So then I heard somebody talking about this by Loving Tan, which this is their newish gradual tanner, and you know, enriched with antioxidants, buildable for daily use, blah, blah, blah. I got it in the shade dark. I feel like you should always get the shade dark in tanners, or medium dark. But anyway, this is new to me as far as their products go. I've tried their foam before, it's fine. But I wanted to try this to compare it to what I've loved for years, which is the Tan Luxe Gradual Illuminating Self Tan. Sorry, I keep looking that way because Navy's out there and I just want to make sure she doesn't do something she's not supposed to. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, I wanted to compare this one to Tan Luxe. Okay, so right off the bat, they smell both decent, nothing foul. This one is a darker, like you can just see based on what's in the cap, it's a darker consistency, so you kind of see it right away, which is kind of nice. And I would say it has a more of a color payoff, or a higher color payoff in the end, as far as once you sleep in it for a night, you're going to have more color the next morning than you would if you were using the Tan Luxe. I would say this one is probably, you'd probably, like if you apply this once, it's probably like 2 applications of the Tan Luxe, roughly. It is a thicker consistency versus Tan Luxe. It's very thin and just almost watery. You don't really think about it after you put it on. This is a thicker, more creamy consistency. I don't know if that's good or bad necessarily. It doesn't stay thick and tacky on you, so that's great. And yeah, it gives a really good color. I have some on right now. I have it on my hands. I don't know if it will even show up in this, but I have it on my hands. I put some on my chest, which I know you can't see that right now. But yeah, it's a really good, natural, gradual, buildable self-tanner that is hydrating, easy to use. I will say with this, because it is a little bit more of an intense color, definitely wash your hands like really good. I'll even wash mine twice after I apply this. It does say to use a mitt for application, but I don't know, I feel like it's weird using a mitt when you're doing it with like a lotion, creamy based formula versus, to me, a mitt is just for foam. So I don't use a mitt with this, but you can. And I haven't had any issues with it staining my palms, but it is a good self-tanner. It is hydrating and it gives good color payoff. So this is definitely a good one. I still love the Tan Luxe one as well. I'll be kind of keeping both of those in my rotation as we go. Okay, so next up is the Givenchy Prism Libre powder. I have loved this stuff so much. And I've mentioned on here before how this formula, the original, has been discontinued and has been reformulated to what everybody is saying is too shimmery. So this one I have been using sparingly, knowing that this formula has been discontinued, and it is, I'm so sad to say, it's gone. So I have it in the shade Satin Blanc, which is shade 2. I finally was just like, you know what, I'm gonna try the new formula, and kind of decide for myself. So this is the box that it comes in. This is the new packaging. The packaging right off the bat is different. This is the original, this is the new. You can see this is a very shiny. She has been going into Gwen's room nonstop today, just getting out a new toy, another new toy of her toys, of Gwen's, not Navy's. She loves the stuffed animals. Anyway, so you can see right off the bat, the packaging is different. This is the original. It has more of a leathered lid, whereas this one is very shiny, and both are pretty. Like I said, I have had shade 2 before in the original formula. I don't think it makes a difference if you go to a different shade in the new formula. I did get it in shade 3, which I do think is a better match for my skin tone. But the question is it too shimmery? I am so glad I tried it because I was very curious. And I am so sad to say everybody has been right. So, okay, let me see if this will do it any justice. Obviously this is a very see if I can I don't know if it's going to show up the way it does when you're applying it to your face with a brush. But anyway, there is the new formula. Let me see if I can even get anything out of this older one. Yeah, there's some in there. Oh, I should have used that on my face this morning. Okay, let's see. And there's the old formula, or the original. So original formula, new formula. I don't think on here I don't think it's going to really show the luminosity that the new formula has, but just trust me when I say it's very luminous. It's it's beautiful in a way, but the problem is when it's on your face, if you have pores, if you have fine lines, if you have any texture, anything, it will accentuate all of that. So I was so bummed to admit that it's just not as good. It's really not. It's just such a bummer. And even swatching it, it's beautiful on the hand, but when you get it on your face, unless you are poreless and have beautiful, flawless skin, then that would be beautiful on you. But if you are like me and have sun damage and acne prone skin, and I have everything working against me, and I need a powder that is going to minimize, blur, diffuse all of those things, and this unfortunately is just not doing it for me. So I gave it a good solid week. I tried it every day for a week. I tried it all over my face, and I tried it just under my eyes. Sorry, she's been so distracting through this whole video, so I feel like I'm all over the place with what I'm saying, but where was I? Oh yeah, so I was saying I tried this for a full week. And at first, honestly, I was like, oh, this is beautiful. Everyone else is wrong. And then I'd see myself in the car rearview mirror, and I'm like, oh. I feel like that's the very honest mirror. If you really want to know, does a lipstick look good on you? Does a bronzer look good? Does a powder look good? Look in that mirror and it will be brutally honest. So anyway, not for me, sadly, but I'm glad I tried it. So now I know sometimes you just have to do it, get it out of your system and see for yourself versus taking everyone else's word for it. So anyway, I hope that was helpful. 3 very random products, but these are 3 products. I use an eyelash curler every day. I set my makeup with powder, a translucent powder, every day. I use a gradual self tanner weekly, year round. So I think these are important products to know about and to know the comparisons and really kind of narrow it down and eliminate some of that chatter that's out there. That is it for this week, and I will see you guys again soon. Okay, bye.